Hey, Buru, Iboya, Ibuche, everybody in Cyberland. It's your favorite Babalao, at least I hope so. Omodu, Odileke, coming at you with Pataki Tuesday. Like I promised, right? We're going to try to stick to the schedule. Pataki Tuesday is important. But more importantly, I just did about a close to a 2 hour live on YouTube with everyone, right? And we went over Yemaya. We were answering questions. We were talking about Yemaya for a good solid amount of time. And I want to thank everybody, in that essence, right? Because the feast days for the Orishas, whether you celebrate it on one day or another, whether you celebrate it on a synchronization day, it doesn't matter, right? The fact is that you're honoring them. You find time in your schedule to honor them, right? So I say that because, some people celebrated Yemaya's feast day, I think 2 days after. People are going to celebrate Ochun's day on Thursday. But nonetheless, don't forget the intent of honoring the Orishas, right? Not necessarily synchronization, because I don't necessarily think the synchronization is the important piece, but more that we're honoring the Orishas, not a saint. Now, with that said, happy Tuesday, happy Pataki Tuesday. And I don't have no Pataki Tuesday like Taco Tuesdays because I still haven't got there yet. But I am hoping maybe one day I eat a burrito while I'm talking to you guys. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a live and you guys ask me questions while I chew, and then I answer. But hey, let's get after it. All right. I wanna give you three patakis for Ochun. Right. The first pataki I want to talk to you about is a pataki that lives in the Odu Oshe Otura. When Ache came into the world, right? And in this particular pataki, we're gonna just jump and dive right in. In the Odu Oshe Otura, Olodumare sent 17 Iremoles, right? Divine beings to earth, to this world. To include one of those was Ochun, to bring order, prosperity, and balance to this world. The 16 male or masculine energied Orishas, representing the Meyis, right? So Iyobe Meyi all the way to Aregun, dismissed Ochun, believing that she was too delicate, unnecessary for their task. They began to work, building, creating, but everything failed. Crops withered, the rain ceased, and the world descended into chaos. When they returned to Olodumare, ashamed because they failed, they realized Ochun was missing. Olodumare explained that they failed because they excluded Ochun, the very essence of sweetness, love, fertility, nurturing. The Orishas were instructed to find Ochun and beg for her forgiveness. They eventually found her deep in the forest, and she was thriving in her little oasis. Ochun agreed to help, but only after being honored and respected. She returned her waters to the rivers, the earth flourished, and harmony was restored. Now, this Pataki teaches us a very fine lesson that I think I've been preaching for a pretty long time when I say that the feminine energy is important. The feminine energy is something that needs to thrive. The feminine energy in this faith needs to be respected. Women, right? Biological women, that feminine energy that flows through them and their ability to create life, right? With the obvious assistance of a man or a masculine energy, a biological man, right? You begin to find the reproductive aspects of life that happen with inside of a woman, a representation of what the world truly is, but a body of water, right? With now a life inside that's forming in order for a woman to give birth. Women are just too important, right? Biological women are just too important, right? It's no different than a lot of other arguments, but this Pataki puts a lot of those things to bed, right? We have to be able to respect and recognize that every force, no matter how overlooked, plays a critical role in the balance of the universe. So even when you find someone that maybe you feel they don't play a role, I bet you they do. All right, let's go to number two. Pataki of Ochun and Ogun and the Odu of Irete Ogbe. Now, when we look at the Odu of Irete Ogbe, Ogun, we understand to be the Orisha of iron, of war, of labor, right? Became frustrated with the world. And he withdrew into the forest, refusing to work, right? His absence started to lead to chaos as the tools were not being made and society almost came to a complete standstill. The Orishas all tried to persuade Ogun to return, but they didn't succeed. Ochun, seeing their need from a different approach, right, dressed herself beautifully, coated her body with honey, and danced seductively near Ogun's hiding place. Her sweet allure captivated Ogun, so slowly followed her out of the forest. Ogun, mesmerized by her charm and grace, as he rejoined society, the civilization resumed and the world returned to order. Now, what is this Pataki showing? That not everything in life, right, needs to necessarily be let's fight fire with fire. The Pataki highlights the gentleness and charm and effectiveness that Ochun's energy in resolving conflicts, if you truly think about it. You know, it emphasizes the necessity, right, and the value of all types of energy, especially those that are often underestimated. And this is a struggle that Ochun has always had, but Ochun always comes out on top. Now I want to share another Pataki with you. Boom, number 3 for Pataki Tuesday. In the Odun, Odirosum, there was a town suffering from poverty and ignorance of religious traditions. Lacking the guidance in Ocha, Ochun, known for her kindness and benevolence, decided to help the town by teaching them the rules of Ocha, right? La regla de Ocha, and performing cleansings and providing guidance. The town began to thrive under her influence, and its people were filled with happiness and prosperity. However, Chango had already tried this before and was unsuccessful. And because of it, he became furious. Right? We all understand Chango, thunder, right? We understand fire. We understand, a lot of passion, but an essence of justice. But in this case, Chango was full with fury because the town's success, because he was not able to uplift them. Right? So in a fit of rage, Chango began to punish those who have received Ocha, killing them without mercy. The townspeople were terrified. They ran to Ochun for help. She sought the intervention of Olofin, right? Awa Olofin, the supreme divinity that rules over this world, who summoned both Ochun and Chango. Olofin praised Ochun, right, for her good deeds and reprimanded Chango for his actions, declaring that their conflict must end. So as a result, Olofin forbade Ochun from settling or ceding, right, the crown of Chango on his followers, and Chango was forbade from settling Ochun's crown on Ochun's followers. So this Pataki underscores a few things. Ochun, protective nature, her dedication to helping others, right? The importance of maintaining peace amongst the Orishas, right? You can all find in this Pataki. But more importantly, you begin to see why in certain spiritual houses, the rule is set. Chango cannot crown Ochun, Ochun cannot crown Chango. And those are some of these oral lessons that we learn. I hope you guys enjoy these 3 Patakis. I hope you took some value from this. And with that said, Iburu, Iboya, Ibuche, everybody of Cyberland, a lot of love to each and every one of you. And until next time, Iburu, Iboya, Ibuche.